video going.
Exactly. Exactly. So,
Oh yeah, here, wait, there we go. What's it called? It didn't have the approval before.
there you
It
go.
only had audio approval.
Okay,
It
cool.
only had audio approval, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Whoa, I figured it out. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Right? I'm a genius.
That's funny. All right, so click on is this a good representation? Not really. I'm gonna see if I can find something better for you guys. All right, this is actually pretty good one right here. All right, so this is pretty tricky because you have to, whenever you're looking at charts, you always want to try to look both directions. And when I mean both directions, I mean like inversely as well when you're looking at patterns, right? So this cat ear pattern, it basically signifies price going up. So you'll see price going up. This forms the left ear. You'll see price basically goes sideways in this channel. All right, and this sideways channel right here, this is considered the scalp line of the cat ears pattern. So you see the left ear, the scalp line, and then you have the right ear, right? So if you see it playing out normally with the up, sideways up, it's a bearish pattern, and it plays to the downside, right? If you saw this inverted, like upside down, then it would be a bullish pattern, right, for the cat ears. So if we look at it as it plays out like live time, if you go to the S&P 500, I tried this shit, man, I don't even know. Monday the 13th, so like about 5 days ago. And I saw like the left ear forming, and then I saw the scalp line. So you can see it, right? You see the left ear, price shoots up, then price consolidates, goes sideways, pumps up again, forms the right ear, and then that basically is your indication that the pattern's played out and that it's going to play out to the downside, right? So the way you want one thing about the patterns is you always want to try to figure out the measured move, because that's going to give you like a step ahead in the game. Because if you know where price is going to go, you're going to know how to forecast, you're going to know how to project, and you're going to know how to set up where you can take advantage of it, right? So for the cat ears pattern, the way you find out the measured move is you're going to take where the left ear starts, okay, all the way to where the right ear ends. So left ear where price starts pumping, all the way to where price starts to curve down on the right ear. Cool. And then once you have that distance, you're basically going to place the pole basically where at the bottom of the right ear, and then you're going to drag it down to about, this is the angle that I go. It's basically, if I was going long, it would be between like 2:30 and 3 o'clock, right? But because we're going short on the move, it's going to be like right around here, because that's about the opposite of 2:30 and 3 o'clock, right? So you can see that price basically comes like right, almost close, right next to the measured move, right? It's never going to be like 100% accurate, but it's going to put you like in the ballpark. So from there, you can see so you have the cat ear pattern, right? It plays out, and then you see price start to shoot up. So when price starts to shoot up, this is another pattern, and this is called a rising wedge, right? So rising wedges, there's rising wedges that are bearish, and then you have a falling wedge. And so if you're on your computer, you hit Alt I is an igloo, and it'll invert it'll invert the chart for you. So it'll basically flip it upside down. Alt I. Right?
Yeah.
So
I think I missed part of part of the cutout. I was trying to get the audio. It muted you for a sec there. I caught like most of it, but
what part did you miss?
I mean, Fuck. I just had to reclose it fully and reopen it. So I don't know. I got a little jammed out on that.
Did you hear me explain how to find the measured move on a Catter's pattern?
Part of it, that's when you were cutting, you were getting choppy, and then it fucking fully muted, and I had to
Okay.
reopen the
Yeah,
meeting.
not a problem. Let's go
So
through it again.
I'm just gonna run it. I don't know, maybe running the screen is causing interference. So I'm just gonna run the single screen. So you just show me the stuff, and then I'll transfer to the other pages.
Okay, yeah, and then just let me know if you, as long as you can hear me
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. Sorry, dude. That's I don't know why. It's ironic we're talking about how shitty the good internet is, and
Yeah, but that's been like my issue in Tulum is like finding like reliable internet. Like it's
oh, for sure.
like fucking
You're on
tough.
the beach. Yeah, down by the beach.
Yeah, exactly. But now this spot's got some pretty good internet, so I'm pretty happy.
What is rent like down there? Like, what are you guys paying for that new place? That's a little more modest than where you were
Well,
before.
yeah. Well, I mean, I was paying like before, after like the fees and everything, I was paying like 3 grand. Now I'm paying, but I got this spot for 6 months, right? So, but I got it
Yeah,
for like a little bit under 1,800 for the month.
that's
So
that's not bad.
yeah, no, and it's a nice spot, bro. It's pretty comfy, you know.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's
Man, this thing, I wonder if it just doesn't. It's like if I start the camera again, am I gonna get fucking toasted? uh, you smoking the devil's lettuce?
I am, bro. Normally I don't cough that much, but I've been sick, so it's like fucking my baby
Yeah,
lungs can't handle it, bro.
yeah, I know that shit. I got asthma and stuff, and I'm always smoking. So I'm just like, some days I'm all good, other days I'm fucking dying.
Exactly. All right. So what I was saying is, you're gonna take the way to find the measured move where price is gonna go. You take
Hmm.
where price breaks out, right here, where it starts to shoot
Yep,
up until the left ear, all the way to the right ear, where price goes down. So from
yep,
here to here is the measured move, and then you're basically gonna bring it to, I'd say like 645. So you take the pole right there, and then you bring it down to about 645. So like right, or what is that? This is probably like, say right there. That's the angle. If we were going long, the angle would be exactly the same, but it would be like this. So whenever you're trying to find the pattern, it's never straight up, but it's always like right around like 230. I don't know what that would be, 215, right in that range,
yeah,
right here, right? So we bring it down, and it basically comes like right to where price drops to, right? And then you have double confluence, and confluence. You know what confluence is?
no.
Okay, so
I
put this.
basically just learned everything through literally doing stuff, and I don't know tons of theory. So I mean,
No,
I kind
it's
of
okay.
understand what a lot of things are, but it's just more because of out of practice, like out of mass loss.
Exactly. Trial and error. Trial and error. Trial and error.
Yeah,
All right.
error and error, error and error.
Exactly. So what I recommend, like everybody that I tutor, I tell them the same thing, is have like your little crypto notebook for like your notes, for your patterns, for like any like definitions. So then that way you have something to reference, because we're gonna cover so much information, you're gonna forget
Yeah,
some of it, but then you'll have like a cheat sheet study guide to rely on. So
yeah,
confluence. So if you hear somebody say like three layers of confluence or double confluence, it's basically when you have multiple ideas that support a same theory. So what I mean by
yeah,
that is, let's say you're trying to see if price is going to go down, and then you have the cat ears pattern going down, and then you'll have like the actual stochastics, showing that price is going to go down, like right here, the stochastics, and then you'll have like a falling wedge. So this is a wedge. So wedges, they're rising wedges are bears. So if you see price start to shoot up in this channel and go sideways and up, that's a bearish sign. And it's going to break down over 70% of the time. So you can see like it was forming this channel, and then I charted it before the channel even formed. I charted it, and then you see price basically drop right down to my measured move, right before it went lower. So then that just basically gave me confirmation that this cat ears pattern was going to play out, and this is the S&P, right? So because it's the S&P, the only reason why I was looking at this is because I was trying to figure out if the dollar index was going to pump right away, if it was going to reverse, right? So what I told you in our last lesson, or what I told you over our text messages, is anytime you're trading and you have like a pattern that actually plays out, then that's more or less your indication that pattern's like bottomed out, and then you're safe to go long or go the opposite direction. Right?
Those little where you said it when it rapidly shoots up, right? That's basically like all these little if you go on the micro, like the 1 minute and the 5 minute and stuff, that's what all those little, like right now, how Phantom and all those like Bitcoin following coins are doing those sideways ones, when then they do little fucking they do that, and then they go back down slowly, like a little step ladder back down. And then it shoots straight up again, and then immediately it starts to like teeter off again, you know?
Yeah, so this is like one of the biggest takeaways that, like, if you learn anything from this, it's that the markets are not set up the way that they seem. So most people and most like retail novices, they get in the market and they actually think that when they're buying and they're going long, that's the reason why the price is going up, and when they're selling, that's the reason why the price is going down, right? So they think that it's like me versus you, it's Joe versus Joe, but the actual fact of the matter is that's not the way the markets work at all.
Yeah, like it's all rigged by the global, like on the real money scale, like the fucking global shit.
Exactly. So essentially what it is, or what I derived so far, is that it's basically like an algorithm, like an AI algorithm that they fucking set up when they come in, the market makers come in to start their day or their week, and like this algorithm is basically just set up to fucking just gangster you, right?
Just harvest, man. Just harvest. The shit I did notice recently, and I was reading about, was how basically the majority of the buying and the Bitcoin being pulled off is Monday to Friday, like on those hours. So like office hours and shit. Like all the heavy lifting stuff where they're like millions are being bought up at once and just disappearing and stuff.
Exactly. So that, I'm glad you said that, because that's going to lead us into something else we're going to talk about. But basically, the times to trade, if you're serious about making money and you want to capitalize on the trades, and you want to take advantage of like when the patterns are actually going to play out to the fullest, it's going to be Tuesday through Thursday. Tuesday through Thursday, that's when the actual big money, the heavy investors, that's when they're actually getting into the markets and trade. If you like Friday, what you'll notice is Friday through Monday, that's when the big moves will happen. That's when Bitcoin will run up. That's when Phantom will run up. That's when all these other little coins, all these AI coins go up like 70-80%. And the reason why they're able to go up that much is because there's light liquidity on those days, right? So the most amount of liquidity is Tuesday through Thursday. So if you want to trade when the big money does and take advantage of like these market movements, then that would be the time. And then 6:30 a.m., that's when the market's open.
Yeah.
But so this is gonna converge into like our next topic here. All right, so it's vector recovery. So we kind of talked about this the other day, but this is right here. So whenever you see price shooting up, price breaking above the 50 like this, and you see like the big green vectors, it's essentially like the market maker trying to they're trying to do two things. One, they have all these people right here trapped with the belief that the price is going to go down. So they're going to run the longs to snap out all those shorts. right? And then
Yeah.
two, they're trying to convince you that price is gonna go up, so that way you commit to the longs, right? But the one thing with vector recovery, and it's always true, anytime they run it, like you watch it. They're running it up, they're running it up, they're running it up. Every time they run it, they're going to retrace and they're going to recover not only where they started the vector candle, but more. So watch this.
Yeah.
This is where they started to run it right here, right?
Yeah.
I almost guarantee you, without even looking at this chart, that if I go over to the right, I'm going to see price below this vector candle,
Yeah.
right? So watch.
Yeah.
Watch this.
That's like what's happening literally right now on the shit. Like
Exactly.
I literally just messaged bro and I was like, cause I'm in at about 54, mid 54 cents right now. And I was like, cause that was the low and it's just tapped its other low. The low that kicked me out this morning was 538 and it literally just bounced off 538 right now. It like right like this like within a minute ago. It literally, like as you're saying it, it's like literally what happened. Because the other resistance was like low 54, almost bang on, and it immediately dumped that extra thousand down into it. Now it's hiking back up a bit.
Crazy,
Fuckers.
right? So
That's what I noticed is it was definitely struggling because it was floating there for a bit, and then like you said, it just was like bop. Somebody dumped in there and it just dropped right down.
exactly. So the main thing that you want to try to do is pick your spots, because if you can pick, like, it's not always about just being in the market, it's about the quality of the trade, right? It's about getting in right when they're about to run it, so you don't, like, if you're in a trade longer than 30 minutes and your trade hasn't played out, you should be exiting that trade, because that means that something else is about to go down, right? So that's what I do. I'm basically looking for spots where I know that price is at the lows, right? So if I go over here, I know that price hasn't been over here for like a week, so this would be a good spot to go long, right? And then I know once they start running it, that it's always in like threes. Whenever they run it, it's in like threes.
Yeah.
So it'll be like this. This is how they do it. Before the market opens, you'll see it doing this, and then you'll see rise level one, right? And then you'll see price retrace, and then you'll see it shoot up again, rise level two, retrace, rise level three. Then price is gonna BART, which basically means it's just gonna go up and down, sideways.
Yeah, like all forever.
That's like forever.
Fuck.
And then after that, it's gonna be drop level one, retrace back up, drop level two, retrace back up, drop level three, recover the full pattern. That's what it does. And if you type in,
It's like what all of them are doing right now. That's where I've definitely been on the conflict of because it looks like if you go on micro, they look like a head and shoulders and it's going down. And but then there's the other thing where it's like the W basically going up into the flag. But I mean, they look like on the small scale, it's the other one, you know?
exactly. So go to Google, type in Wycoff Distribution.
Let's see here. Over here.
This is gonna have a, let's get this kind of, okay, so that's the right side.
How do I get the two windows to view beside each other? I want to open zoom menu. I don't want a zoom menu, bro. I want to fucking.
Yeah, so I mean, I still trade like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because it's crypto and I fucking love trading. But I try not to go big. Like, I'll definitely lower my bags, because like on the weekends is when all the fucking fuckery happens, bro. You'll see like price go up, go down, go sideways. Like, it's like they'll just drop it, they'll just run it. So it's like you gotta be.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening right now, dude. I'm a dumbass. Like I got back in because it was camping at that bottom mark for a while, and now
Oh,
it's just
did you go?
floating.
Did you go long?
And I'm down like $60, but I'm not sure it's gonna go back up to whatever half a cent.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it's like,
let's take
yeah,
it.
I just want to get
Let's
out. It's two is now even just like you said, it's a lot less stressful to just make $300 than it is to wait for like 1,000.
exactly. All right, so let's
Like
actually
it's
take a let's
oh
actually
the
take a,
audio cut again, sound again.
you can't hear me?
Oh man, it.
Testing. I can hear
Let's
you.
see.
I got full bars. I got full bars. Jesse. 270. Yo.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
there. Yeah,
All right,
it,
cool.
it's kind of shitty, but it's there. You're there. I'll take it.
All right, cool. So let's take a look at your baby, bro. Go to Phantom on
Okay,
the 5 minute.
okay, yeah, I'm on Trading View, and then what was it?
Phantom FTM.
FTM. Yeah. Okay, so
There's no regular Phantom coupon. FTM.
this.
USD2. There we go. All right. So Phantom, let's see what Phantom's doing. Reset the chart. All right. And all right. So you're in a long, right?
Yeah, I'm in long right now. I'm at it's just all the fuck over the place. Fuck, I really wish I knew where the audio keeps. It sounds like dog shit through the laptop too, but at least I can hear you. So
Really? Okay. Yeah. Let me know if I cut out. All right. So I mean, fuck. It doesn't look bullish, I can tell you that much. All right, so anytime you want to see if something is bullish or bearish, do you have your EMAs up on your chart?
it's got this. It's like loading it all squared up because I have you on a half screen here. It's doing it
Uh,
weird. Wait,
okay. So your so later on, once you sign up and pay, because I don't think you'll be able to add them right now. But these
yeah,
lines right here,
yeah,
this is the 200, the 100, the 50, the 20-day. These are the exponential moving averages, right? These are the EMAs. So the moving averages basically will let you know, like if you ever heard of like a golden cross or a death cross, that's basically when the 50 is breaking below the 100 or when the 50 is breaking above the 100. So the EMAs will basically tell you where price is heading. So once you add this to your chart, it'll help you out because if you see the EMAs pointing down, like it is pointing down right here,
yeah,
then that's your indication that price is going to come down. And
yeah,
basically, what will happen is you'll see price come up. It's going to test the 50, and if it can't break the 50, it's going to come down, right?
yeah,
So the next move for Phantom is going to come back, test the 50. If it can't break the 50, it's going to head down. But what you're looking for is you're looking for these EMAs not to be pointing down because right now they're pointing to like 530,
yeah.
right? You want them to be pointing up because when the EMAs are pointing up, when they start to, let me see if I give you a better example here. All right, so like right here. So you see how all the EMAs are pointing between like 1 and 2 o'clock?
Yeah.
that's whenever you see the EMAs pointing up like that, that's your indication that price is going to continue to go higher. So you can see that they're pointing up, pointing up, pointing up, point down a little bit here, but then start pointing back up, and then price starts to run higher. And then the moment that they start to point down, you see price start to come down, right? Point down, they start to come down. So the EMAs though, they're definitely beneficial because they'll help you figure out if you should be getting in or if you should be getting out the market, right? And then the next thing that I do whenever I'm trying to see if a pattern is bullish or bearish, is go to the 4-hour, right? So you're going to go to the 4-hour and you're going to see where price is in relationship to the 50-day moving average, this golden line right here. So as long as you see price above the 50, then long term you're okay on the 4-hour time frame, right? So that's good.
What's your 50 on yours? Is your 50 the orange, right?
50 is the orange.
Yeah, okay. Just to be sure.
Yeah. So but as long as it's above the 50 on the 4-hour, you're good. 5-minute time frame, that's going to be a short-term projection, so it's going to fluctuate. But I can see Phantom. Bro, it looks like, those look like cat ears, man. It looks bearish. It looks bearish as fuck. Like I can see it coming down, testing this 52 range. And like maybe for just like a whipsaw.
Yeah, it did get into the 53s for sure.
Yeah. So like, and then that makes sense because we were talking about the other day when price starts to head down, right? And these are the supply and demand zones. Then we know it's going to come back and test that bottom zone where it has all like the price action. So yeah, it could come here. This motherfucker could even come down here. But what's going to happen is sooner or later, I don't know when, I don't know, but it's going to come and it's going to vector recovery. It's going to come and recover all this shit, bro. All this right here, all this right here, all this right here. It's all gonna come back and they're going to recover. So
their long is going to be boom. Like they'll definitely hit at least their old all-time high for sure.
For what, Phantom?
Yeah. They just have so much. They trade like fucking crazy. Like even if they're not the best thing out there, they just have like popularity and also they're also used. So I mean, man, like they're not that big of a coin. They're 24 hours, like over $1 billion. That's changing hands.
So I got a measured move of like 88 cents on Phantom, right? But let me see if I can move this up away here.
So last time the chart that matches up to right now basically faked out a little bit, like what it's doing right now, but it only kind of went sideways. It never really drew back, and then that's when it shot to like 90 or 95 or whatever and then it went to like, was it like 127? I can't remember. I can't remember what the next point was. I was doing this with my buddy the other day.
Yeah. So what I see, bro, is I see this rise level 1, retrace. Oh fuck! I can't get out. I gotta fucking move this thing up. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Fuck! I fucked up. Hold on. All right. So
There's no screen big enough ever. It's like,
exactly.
yeah.
All right, so rise level 1, rise level 2, retrace, and then this is rise level 3 right here. And then it's forming the M pattern right here. So price can come back up in this zone right here, go sideways, and then I think this bitch comes down. Because that's what they do. They run it in threes, and they started running this when January 23rd. So it's been couple weeks. 1, 2, 3. But then I got this pattern right here, which is at 90 cents. So you need Phantom to break this zone right here. If Phantom breaks up above this zone into this range right here, it needs to break 66 cents. If it breaks 66 cents, it's gonna go to 90 cents.
But in the meantime, the drawback could be like into the low 40s though.
When
Or at least into your 50, your 49, 52 range.
When it pulls back, this bitch is gonna pull back like something fierce, bro. Like it's gonna recover all those candles. That was like a 20-cent price move. But I mean, that could happen like a couple months from now. That could happen. No one knows for sure. I personally think that Bitcoin is going to run to like 30,000 because I had that measure move at like 29 and change.
Yeah.
So I think Bitcoin's going to run first. So I think it's more likely that. So like this right here. How much time do we got? Oh, I got less than a minute. But all right. So next time we're going to go over cup and handles in detail.
I lost a minute 20 to audio failure.
I know we lost so much